Hey everybody, Crystal Gamer here, and welcome to my channel where I do all things Sims, and where I have a pretty exciting video today because this is part of the Simhane 2020 collab project. I really hope I'm saying that right. But where we have, God, I don't even know how many Simmers are on this collab, but it's absolutely massive. Everyone is making spooky builds, or actually, as Sadie Sims put it, it's put out by Sadie Sims. She called it Shpooky, S-H-P-O-O-K-Y, which I thought was so cute, gotta love it. But anyway, like I said, the collab is put together by Sadie Sim, and she's responsible for the adorable logo with the pretty colors and little ghost and all that, so that's pretty cool. And if you want to look up the builds either on the gallery or on Twitter and you want to see what's out there, it is hashtag Samhane. I don't know I don't know exactly how to say that. I'm saying it's Samhane 2020. So S-A-M-H-A-I-N 2020 on Twitter or on the gallery. So if you want any builds that are part of this huge effort, or like I say, if you just want to see what's out there, that is what you need to look up. And there are some really amazing builders on this too. And of course, there will be a playlist for everyone that has YouTube channels. And so definitely check that out. I'll make sure that I link that below as soon as it's available. And now to get to talking about my contribution to this project. As you can see, we are touring a build, and according to the rules, we were permitted to build on any lot, any size, any type or trait, whatever we wanted, basically, themed to one of the species in the game, which, in case by any chance you are not aware of all the possibilities, includes humans, aliens, plant sims, ghosts, vampires, mermaids, and spellcasters. And as I mentioned earlier, the build is supposed to be spooky. Love that word. Anyway, so I went with something a little slightly different. One might say that maybe I cheated the rules a little bit. I don't know, but I built this house, which is hopefully at least somewhat spooky, for 2 vampires and a witch. Because I kinda did a 2 for project with it. I used it, or at least some of it, kinda sorta, and the characters I had for it for Lisa B. Sims' October Simlet Challenge, which, no surprise, includes a spooky theme. So, and interestingly enough, I feel like I might be stronger maybe on the writing end of stuff when it comes to spooky. Possibly. Not quite sure about that, but the limit to the story was 900 words. I've never written anything that short before, so if y'all want to read it, it only takes but a minute or 2 because it's so short, and I have it up on my website. I will make sure I link to that below. And believe it or not, I actually thought about reading it during this tour, or, reading the story, but I tried it twice, and I don't know. I felt like I sounded totally stupid, and so I figured I'd just direct y'all to the site, and if you want to check it out, you can. And like I said, I mean, it's my shortest story to date, something like 866 words, so it's a very, very quick read. But anyway, back to the build. I didn't really do much in the way of Halloween decorations on this. I had one little carved and lit pumpkin in the kitchen that actually kind of reminded me of the one I carved in real life this year for the first time, by the way, my first time ever carving a pumpkin, which was a pretty cool experience. Kind of hard. It's a little bit of a challenge, but a cool experience. I love the way it looks afterwards, with the candle in it and everything. It just looks really cool. But anyway, I digress yet again. My point was that I didn't go all Halloween-y on this build, more focused on making it feel vampy with just a little touch of witchy, because with my characters, I have Lane and Ashley, and they are actually, well, goodness, I'm probably saying too much. You know what? Since I have the story with it, I'm not going to say anything else. I'm not going to say anything else about it because I have the story with it. So if anyone wants to read the story, I don't want to kill the story for them because I'll kill it if I say anything else. So all right, I'm just going to zip my lip about that so that if people want to read the story, they can go out and read the story without me ruining it on them. That is one thing hard about actually becoming a writer, because I've become a writer lately, and you want to talk to people about stuff, and it's really hard not to give away stuff. But anyway, So we are looking around the house. This is a 3-story house, and I did something different this time. My last vamp house, I put the coffin bedrooms down in the basement. This time here, I stuck them up on the 3rd floor, so in the attic, essentially. I made the attic a vampy space, which is it's kind of funny that I ended up doing that, because originally this house was only going to be a 2-bedroom house, and I was not going to furnish the attic. And I ended up deciding to furnish the attic. So there's that ended up happening. And so I decided to make it all vampy with coffins and all of that stuff. And so yeah, that was basically what I went with. And as we can see, the house is kind of a little bit old, maybe slightly run down, and it's very, very angular. I did angles all over the place on this one, which that was quite the experience. I don't work with angles a whole ton of a lot because I tend to be all about efficiency, and I don't know, I probably do stuff that's slightly more modern and maybe they don't have as many angles. I don't know. But in any case, I wanted to make something a bit more interesting this time, and so the build included an awful lot of angles, and it was kind of funny because I didn't really take into consideration how I was going to furnish the inside, like what I was going to do with the inside when I was building the outside. And so when I got done building the outside and I looked at the inside, I said, oh my God, how am I going to furnish this thing? It was fun one roofing wise too, with all the angles and all the weirdness. They don't have in the game the diagonal roof pieces, the way they work. God, I don't know. I have some complaints about the way the roofing works. They certainly don't make some of the things they make like more challenging than they should be, in my opinion. Oh, and I should also mention too, while we are touring the house, that all of the extra artwork, non-CC artwork in this comes from Jules64. Y'all know I end up plugging her a ton because I love her. I love the stuff she puts out, and I used quite a bit of artwork in this one. I feel like there's something from her in nearly every room in the house. So yeah. Her gallery is great. I just love her so much. But yeah, so highly recommend her. Y'all know that. Now this room is probably the brightest, most lively room in the house, and this is the witch's room. I figured I'd make her room a little bit more bright and lively than the vampire rooms, but it's still sort of all in this kind of same, I don't know, sort of older tone a little bit as far as style is concerned. And then, you know, we traverse the rest of this and we go upstairs, which is my favorite part. The attic, I think, is the best part of the house, and I hope you guys enjoy that too. But I am going to end up switching over to music because I found a pretty cool song, so you guys don't have to listen to me the whole way. Kind of an addicting song, at least to me. Like, I don't know, I was sort of bopping my head to it, but it's not a head bopping song. You'll hear it. It's kind of spooky or freaky or something. But anyway, hope you guys like it when you hear it. But yeah, make sure that you check out everyone else's build. I can't wait to see what everyone did, because we really do have some incredible builders on this, and so make sure you check out the builds. All the links will be below for everyone's information, the builds. I'll make sure that I put my website below for the Simlet story, so if you guys want to read that, or if you happen to want to read my other short stories as well, and I'll put the Simlet link down there too if you guys are interested in looking at that in general, or maybe participating in the next one. Lisa runs them kind of monthly, I believe. Or she used to run them monthly and then she was on hiatus for a while, and now I believe that she is back to monthly again. So I think that's where we are in the Simlet. This is my first time participating in that. So, but anyway, I said I was going to move over to music, and we're in the attic, the awesome attic. I love the attic, and I'm still gabbing, so I have to shut up. So because it's a cool song, I want you guys to hear this funky song. But yeah, so if you like this video, if you like the build, all that stuff, make sure you hit the like button before you leave. And if you are not yet subscribed, definitely hit the subscribe and the little bell for notifications. And thank y'all so much for spending the time with me today. I do hope to see y'all back again next time. Bye now.